everyone, welcome back to the session of English. In this session, again, we are going to continue with our chapter non finite verbs. Now, this is part 7. Well, we have been revising non finite verbs with some additional points in all these sessions. So, in this session, we are going to discuss a very important non finite verb, that is gerunds. In this session, we are going to discuss each and everything about gerunds. We are going to discuss gerunds, define gerunds. Also, we are going to discuss the rules of gerunds, the usage of gerunds. It means where are the uses of gerunds or where we can use gerunds and what are the necessary requirements that, yes, of course, we need to apply a gerund. So, in this session, we are going to discuss each and everything about gerunds. So, let's begin with the session. First, we'll read the introduction of gerund, that what are gerunds. I have already told you that whenever we add verb plus ing or whenever we add ing as a suffix to the verb and it converts into a noun. Now, this thing is important. If I add verb plus ing, if I add ing to a verb, it should be a noun. It should form a noun. This structure should form a noun. Then only it is called gerund. Though we can have verb plus ing in various structures. For example, we can have continuous tense of verb, we can have continuous forms of verb in continuous tenses, we can have present participle. But here, the main point is that it should be a noun or it should convert in a noun. Then only it is a gerund. Introduction. A gerund is the ing form of a verb that functions as a noun. So, this noun is very, very important in a sentence. It can be a subject or an object or a complement in the sentence. Now, this is quite clear that whenever we have a noun either forms a subject or the object, because we know well that subject is someone who performs the action or whom we are talking about. So, that is a subject, and anything that has a name is a noun. Now, if a noun is there, an object is there, an object is also formed of either a noun or a pronoun. So if there is a subject or an object or a complement in sentence, that will be a gerund if it is in the structure of verb plus ing. So in short, we can say whenever we have a structure of verb plus ing and it converts into a noun, that is known as gerund. Essentially, it is when an action expressed by the verb is turned into an entity or a concept expressed as a noun. It means whenever there is a word which looks like a verb but it is behaving like a noun, it is known as gerund. Now, let us take some examples. Swimming is a good exercise. Now, as I told you that whenever we talk about something, it is known as subject. Here we are talking about swimming. What is swimming? That swimming is a good exercise. So the swimming is gerund just because it is verb plus ing structure, but it is forming a subject. Therefore, this is a gerund. She enjoys. Now, she enjoys what? So here, this word is replying to the question what. And we know very well, we have learned in our first session only about subject and object. In our earlier sessions, we discussed that whenever a word replies to the question what or whom, they are called objects. So in this sentence, she enjoys. Now what? What does she enjoy? She enjoys reading. So this reading is replying to the question what. Therefore, it is an object. One of my hobbies is painting. Now, one of my hobbies, what is my hobby? Is painting. So this painting is again behaving an object over here. So this is an object and this is a gerund moreover, because it is again replying to the question what. So any word which replies to the question what or whom is known as object. And if a person or if anything performs the action or we are talking about it in the sentence, that is known as subject. So you can see that these structures, these verbs with ing, these are gerunds, not actually the verbs. Now let us move to the next one. Common uses of gerunds. Now, gerunds can have various uses. We are going to elaborate each and every use, but let us have some uses. Let us have some common uses of it. They can be used as subjects. Running is good for health. So running is verb plus ing, but it is a gerund over here. Traveling can be exciting because we are talking about traveling, so these are objects. Now, if we say something is gerund, it can form either a subject or the object. Now, one more thing is there. Whenever we have a structure of that we have to do this work. Now, what is a work? And we are just suggesting that with ing. Suppose there is a verb, there is a word which is in the starting of the sentence, and we are talking about it. uh, it should be like a subject over there, then it is a gerund. Now, for example, we can also have the structure of after prepositions. Whenever we have any preposition means any preposition, the word which is followed by this preposition, sorry, the verb which comes after this preposition, this should be in ing form always, and this is known as gerund. Except two, because after two we only have verb first form, because this is infinitive form. But rest of the preposition after them, we can only have a structure of verb plus ing. For example, she is interested in working abroad. So in is a preposition and working is a gerund. He is fond of listening to music. So of is preposition and listening is gerund over here. Because the work is not going on over here. The task is not going on over here. She is not listening to anyone. But she is fond of what? She is fond of listening. So this listening here is behaving like an object. So this is known as gerund. Now let us move to the next one. After certain verbs. Now there are certain verbs which necessarily require gerunds after them. Or you can say that whenever these verbs come in the sentence, if a verb is following any of these verbs, it should be in gerund form only. For example, she enjoys. Now what? She enjoys dancing. So dancing is gerund, and enjoys, it is also behaving like an object. I hate what? Cleaning. I hate cleaning my room. So this cleaning is behaving like an object. It is replying to the question what? So it is a gerund. They finished what? Working on the project. It means the working has been ended. So they finished what? Working. Now they are not, or they are no more working on it. Now let us move to the next one. Differences between gerunds and present participles. Now we know very well that both the structures have verb with ing form. While both gerunds and present participles have the ing form, these serve different functions in sentences. How? We know well that gerunds, they are verb plus ing, but they act as noun. In case of present participle, yes, of course, we have verb plus ing, but this behaves like an adjective. As I told you yesterday as well, with the help of a diagram, I explained to you that whenever we have whenever we have a verb or the word which looks like a verb and it behaves like either the subject or the object, it is a noun and it is a gerund. But if verb plus ing behaves like an adjective, or it tells the quality of a noun or pronoun, or it describes a noun or pronoun, that is known as participle. For example, a gerund functions as a noun. I love swimming. So the swimming is gerund. It is behaving like an object. What do I love? I love swimming. So this is an object moreover. A present participle functions as an adjective. Now, what is the function of adjective? To tell us about noun or pronoun, to state the quality of noun or pronoun. The swimming child is my niece. So this child is described by the word swimming. We can also say the swimming champion. So what kind of champion is she? Swimming. So the swimming is present participle over there. Now here swimming is describing the word child. Swimming is used for the word child. Or it is stating us the position or the action of this child, that this child is swimming. So the swimming child, it means the child who is swimming is my niece. So I'm referring to a particular child who is swimming and stating that she is my niece. So this is an adjective function, and here the swimming is participle of course. This is very, very simple. This is present participle. So gerund and present participle differs from each other. One more thing is there, whenever we have verb plus ing, it does not mean that it is only a gerund. It can be a verb if it is an action. It can be an adjective or participle if it is stating the quality of a person, or it can be a gerund if it is behaving like a subject or the object. Now, let us take some examples. If I say that she loves dancing. Now, this is a sentence. Another sentence is, my father bought a dancing doll for me. A dancing doll for me. Doll for me. Now, let us have one more sentence. She is dancing. She is dancing very well. She is dancing very well. Now, we have three sentences over here. And in each sentence, you can see the word dancing. Dancing is here, and dancing is here as well. Now, in the first sentence, if I say she loves, no, what? What does she love? So she loves dancing. What? Dancing. So it is replying to the question, what? And if anything replies to the question, what, it is of course an object. So this dancing is an object. My father bought a dancing doll. Now, my father bought what? What did he buy? He bought a dancing doll. So, doll is an object. But what kind of doll it is? Dancing. It means a doll which has the structure of dancing statue. Or you can say, uh, maybe possible the shape of the doll, or the doll is doing some step of dancing, and it is like that. So dancing is here qualifying the word doll. So this is stating the quality of the doll. So it is behaving like an adjective. So it is used as an adjective over here, or it is being used as an adjective over here. Now she is dancing. Now here the action has been performed, or the action is being performed by her. So here the action is going on, some action is going on, and when action is going on, it is known as verb. So this is very simple. If it is an object, this is gerund. If it is behaving like an adjective, it is a participle. And if it is showing some action, it is a verb. So in all these three sentences, you can see that we have a common word, that is dancing, but that is different in each and every sentence. First, in the first one, it is an object or a gerund. In the second one, it is a participle, that is present participle. And in the third one, it is an action, that is a verb. So here we have the structure of verb plus ing, which is different in all the sentences. So this is how we can use these words, or how we can differ these words or these verbs with ing. I hope you understood this point. Now let us move to the next one. Gerund plus infinitive. Sorry, gerund versus infinitive. Now we'll get the difference between gerund and infinitives. One more thing is there. In our earlier session, in the part of infinitives, I told you the difference between gerund and infinitive. Now again, here I'm just going to make you revise that particular point. Certain verbs can be followed by either a gerund or an infinitive, but might have a change in meaning. Now there are some verbs after which we can have both, whether it is a gerund or infinitive, but both the structures of the sentence will differ in their meaning. How? First of all, let us have the sentence, I remembered locking the door. It means I had memory of action of locking the door. It means I remembered that it is in my memory, yes, that I have locked the door. So this is in my memory. I remembered locking the door. It means locking the door was in my memory. And if the sentence is I remembered to lock the door, This means I remembered that I needed to lock the door. So I remembered that yes, I need to lock the door. So there is a difference between these the two sentences. In the above one, it is a gerund, and in the lower one, it is an infinitive. And the meaning of both the sentences are different from each other. I hope you got this point. For example, if I say I like playing, it means this is my hobby. And if I say I like to play, it means this is my preference. So this is a difference that we have in the structure of infinitive and gerunds. Now let us move to the next one. Some verbs only take gerunds, some only take infinitives, and some can take both but with a change in meaning. It is beneficial to be familiar with common patterns and exceptions. Now let us see some words like this. Some verbs are always followed by gerunds, that is verb plus ing. So whenever we have some verbs, they are always followed by verb plus ing, and this verb plus ing is known as gerunds. Now what are these verbs? Let us discuss. First we have the word enjoy. So after enjoy we only use verb plus ing. Avoid, mind, dislike, detest, prevent. Detest means dislike. Detest and dislike both are same words, or the meaning of both are same. Now this word is risk, risk, risk. This may be some typing error. So this is risk, risk, risk. Keep, start. For example, we say keep going, keep moving, keep smiling. You must have heard this phrase many a times. That is keep smiling. So keep smiling. Keep, remain smiling. Start doing your work. Risk bearing. Stop, stop talking. Pensy. Pensy means enjoy. Miss. So these are some words after which we have verb plus ing always. Worth. It is worth. It is again a typing error. So this is worth. 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 Then deny. The first word that we have enjoy. So let us have a sentence of it. She enjoys reading novels in her free time. So she enjoys what? Reading. So this is a gerund and this is verb. Now let us move to the next one. Their love for traveling took them to many exotic destinations. They love swimming. So we can have some more sentences. They love, what did they love? Sorry, what do they love? They love swimming. So here we can see that these are gerunds. Now let us move to the next one. Like. He likes playing saucer with his friends. So, as I told you earlier as well, that like is a word after which we can use infinitive as well as gerund, and they will differ in their meanings. Dislike, my friend dislikes. Now, dislikes is very important word. After dislike, we can only have gerunds. My friend dislikes. What? What does she dislike? She dislikes cooking. So, we usually go out to eat instead. So, cooking is gerund and dislikes is a verb. Hate. They hate waiting in long lines at the grocery store. So, waiting. What do they hate? They hate waiting. So, this is behaving like an object. This is gerund. Now, let us move to the next one. Prefer. Do you prefer working alone or as a part of a team? Now, if I say I prefer to tea, it means tea is a noun and I'm preferring it. But here, working is behaving like a noun. Though verb, this is verb plus ing, but it is behaving like an object, it is behaving like a noun, therefore it is gerund. Dread. He dreads speaking in public because it makes him extremely nervous. Cannot stand. They cannot stand waiting in long lines at the grocery store. So cannot stand, dislike, similar. Begin. Again, with the word begin, we can have both the structures. We can either have infinitive or gerunds, but they will different in their meanings. She began painting. Now, she began. What? What did she begin? She began painting. So, this is behaving like an object over here. the house early in the morning. Now let us move to the next one. Start. The team started working. So started is verb and working is gerund on the project yesterday. Continue. She decided to continue studying for her exams late into the night. Avoid. This is again very, very important. For example, avoid eating junk food. Avoid going there. I always avoid walking alone in the neighborhood at night. Now let us move to the next one. Quit. She quit smoking after years of struggling with the habit. So she quit. What did she quit? She quit smoking. Stop. Please stop talking during the movie. It is distracting. So talking over here is gerund. Now let us move to the next one. Finish. She finished reading the book. So reading is gerund. Just before the movie started. Keep, as it keep doing. I need to keep working on this project until it is finished. So keep working means to continue the work. Risk. She took a risk by skydiving for the first time. Or you can say risk bearing. This is risk bearing. So after the word risk, we have verb plus ing. Now let us move to the next one. Deny. She denied cheating on the test, but the evidence was overwhelming. So in this sentence, here the word is denied. This is verb. Denied means refused or declined. What cheating? That she it means she said that she has not cheated on the test, but the evidence was overwhelming. Then we have the word recommend. The doctor recommended taking a daily walk to improve your cardiovascular fitness. So this is how we can use these verbs, and after these verbs we have gerunds. Now, there are a few expressions after which we can only have gerunds. For example, if we have expressions like looking forward to, it means we are planning for future. With a view to, given to, addicted to, prone to, used to, etc. Now, whenever we have these structures, they are always followed by gerunds. It means verb plus ing. For example, first of all, we have looking forward to. I'm looking forward to meeting you at the conference next week. So, looking forward to meet you, no, but meeting you is correct. She is looking forward to going on a vacation this summer. Now, another phrase is with a view to. She studied diligently. With a view to is similar to in order to or so as to. So she studied diligently for what? With a view to improving her grades. She studied diligently with a view to improving her grades. Okay, these are the same sentences. Now we have given to. She is given to singing loudly in the shower every morning. It means she is in habit of doing so. John is given to eating junk food late night. So this is somewhere like in a habit of something. Addicted to, it means when we are being habitual of something or when we have become habitual of something. They are addicted to listening to music all day long. Mary is addicted to reading mystery novels. So addicted to means she has got a habit of this. Prone to, she is prone to overthinking, which often leads to anxiety. It means when we involve ourselves in something extremely or to an extreme extent. The car is prone to breaking down, especially in extreme weather conditions. After certain verbs like deserve, need, and require, the following verb can be in gerund form or the passive infinitive form. How? The plants need watering. Gerund, the plants require water. The documents need to be signed. This is passive infinitive. Maybe verbs can be followed by both infinitives and gerunds, but the meaning of the sentence may change depending on which form you use. Here are some common verbs that can be followed by both infinitives and gerunds. So there are a few verbs which can be followed by uh, infinitives or gerunds, but their meaning will be different. For example, if I say I like swimming, now the swimming is gerund expressing a general preference. Where I'm saying like swimming, it means this is my hobby. It means this is my hobby, and this is a gerund over here. This is a gerund or the object over here. So what do I like? This like means I'm showing my hobby. But if I say I like to swim, it means I'm preferring it over something else. Suppose um, some A has given me two options. Either you swim or you go for a walk. So what I preferred swimming. So there I can use I like to swim. In infinitive expressing a preference for a specific action. So there we use infinitives after these words. Love. She loves dancing, expressing a general love of activity. So this is object. She loves what? To dance. So expressing a desire or willingness to engage in the activity. Hate. She hates studying. Or if I say he hates to study, this expressing a strong aversion to the action or a strong dislike to the action. But if I say expressing a general dislike for the activity, we use he hates studying. We started playing tennis. We started to play tennis, indicating the beginning of a specific action or indicating the beginning of an ongoing action in case of gerund. Begin. They began working on the project. It means they began working. They started doing their work. They began to work on the project, indicating the start of a specific task. Continue. She continued singing, or she continued to talk with me in English. So continued to, it means she just continued in that manner. She continued to sing, indicating the continuation of a specific action. He regretted to inform them of the bad news, expressing reluctance to do something. She tried skiing. So skiing is noun. So she tried it. She tried to ski. It means uh, she attempted to do something. So this is how we can use these words after these verbs, and they can behave both, but their meaning will be different. Note that while these verbs can be followed by either gerunds or infinitives, the choice often depends on the intended meaning of the sentence. Now, this one is very, very important. What is the note? That while these verbs can be followed by either gerunds or infinitives, the choice often depends on the intended meaning of the sentence. Whatever you want to say, it decides whether to use gerund or to use infinitives. Because if you want to show the structure of that to do something, um, when you do something to do something, that is called infinitive. And when you have to show just the subject on the object, but that is not an action, and you don't want to do that at particular time, that is known as gerund. The use of gerunds and infinitives after these verbs can also be influenced by specific grammatical structures and idiomatic usages. Now let us move to the next one. The verbs regret, remember, and forget can be followed by both gerunds and infinitives. And the form chosen can alter the meaning of the sentence, especially in terms of temporal reference. For example, infinitive refers to something one is sorry about that will happen or it is about to happen. I regret to inform you that your application has been declined. The informing is happening now or in the immediate future. Gerund indicates a regret about something that has already happened. So she regrets not talking the job offer. Sorry, not taking the job offer. She regrets not taking the job offer. Remember, infinitive refers to remembering something in order to do it, remembering a future action. I always remember to lock the door before leaving. Indicates, now here gerunds, they indicates recalling a past event. She remembers visiting the Eiffel Tower when she was a child, so she still remembered that she used to go there. Forget, infinitive, sorry, refers to forgetting to do a future action or something one was supposed to. He forgot to call his mother on her birthday. He didn't call, which was a future action he should have done. Now the next one is gerund, refers to forgetting something that happened in the past. I have forgotten eating that at the restaurant before. I ate there in the past, but I don't remember it. Stop plus gerund. This sentence structure means to cease the action described by the gerund. For example, I stopped smoking. Now, what did I stop? Smoking. So this is object. So this is habit of smoking. This indicates halting one activity in order to do another. As I told you, that when we do something to do something, that is called infinitive. So I stopped for what? To smoke. So this is the purpose. So this is infinitive. I stopped what? To smoke during our road trip. We can also say she stopped there to meet her friend. So she stopped, it means that was action. For what? To meet her friend. So that is another action. This structure indicates that something will involve a particular action or result. Moving to a new country means leaving behind many familiar things. Reallocating will improve the act of leaving. Mean plus infinitive. This often conveys an intention or plan. I did not mean to hurt your feelings. I didn't have the intention of causing your pain. So, this is how we use infinitive after the word mean. When a verb directly follows a preposition, it is in the gerund ing form. The rule applies regardless of the role of prepositional phrases plays in the sentence, whether it is indicating a reason, a method, time, etc. So, prepositions are always followed by gerunds that I told you before as well. Thanks to you for helping me. So, for is a preposition and helping is gerund. She is excited about traveling. So, about is preposition, traveling is gerund. To Europe. They communicated by writing letters. So, by is preposition and writing is verb. Sorry, writing is gerund. By is preposition and writing is gerunds. He keeps fit by jogging. So, by is verb. Sorry, by is preposition. By is preposition and jogging is infinite. Jogging is gerund. So in this sentence, we can see he keeps fit by is preposition and jogging is gerund every morning. After finishing her assignment, so after is preposition and finishing is present participle. She went to bed. She always drinks a cup of tea before going to sleep. So before is preposition and going is gerund. That is verb with ing. Now let us move to the next one. He is interested in working abroad. I'm tired of waiting. So here in, of, at, they are prepositions, and working, waiting, dancing, these are gerunds. She's good at dancing. So these ing forms are known as gerunds. Now let us move to the next one. We talked about moving to a new city. So about is preposition, moving is gerund. She's afraid of flying. So of is preposition, flying is gerund. We always use, now this case is very important. Whenever we have any gerund and before that we either have a noun or pronoun. Now this noun or pronoun should be in possessive case always. Should be in possessive case always. So we should keep this in mind. In mind. For example, my singing is improving. Now singing is gerund and my is possessive case. I cannot say me singing or I singing, that will be incorrect. Her cooking skills are exceptional. So cooking is gerund and her is participle. Our winning the championship was a great achievement. So winning is gerund. Now let us move to the next slide. Here again we have some sentences. My brother's singing is amazing. So we are talking about singing of, of whom brother. So brother is a noun which is written in possessive case over here. So this is possessive case and this is gerund. Her dog's barking woke me up. So I'm talking about barking of dog. So this is dog's possessive case and barking is gerund. I did not like his going to Pune without me. So his going. So going is gerund and his is possessive case. So this is very very important again. Now let us move to the next one. Their playing irritated her. So their playing there is possessive case and after that playing we have gerund. We are excited about Raj winning the tournament. So winning is gerund and Raj is possessive case. So this is again very very important thing. Well, I hope you understood all the points clearly. Thanks to you.